How you guys doing? Welcome back. Today is Wednesday, August 18th, 2021. Another watch list for you. Let's get into it. Welcome to the SWINGCAST. Let's do it. First thing off the bat I want to say is I appreciate the Transparent Traders Black Box YouTube. They do a great morning live, along with some other videos. Check them out in the description box down below. Go check them out as well. I'm going to start calling out folks I actually appreciate and like on this platform. They're one of them. I talked to them today. Fantastic people. Check them out if you have the moment. It'd be great. If you enjoy technical analysis, you enjoy under the radar stocks and swinging, they're in the right spot. Now, technical analysis makes up maybe like 1/8 of what I actually do before I enter a trade, but it's easy to break down. We got supports, resistances, trend lines, patterns, EMA lines, volume profile, stochastic RSI, and of course, our vortex indicator. That's 9, the 10th being love. Welcome. If you are new, do me the favor of watching the whole episode from beginning to end. That way it's 15-16 minutes. See if you really like the content. If you do, a like, subscribe, and the bell notification is a great option. If you truly enjoy this content, you've been around for a little bit, check out the Discord in the description box down below. We do 2 daily newsletters. We have the videos early around 4 o'clock, 4:30. The picks are in around 2 o'clock. So folks who join get a lot of benefits they get to enjoy. So I think it's something that if you really enjoy what I'm doing and what I'm teaching, it's great. Also, that 50-part classes come in. They have early access to all the ones that are made. Lessons 9 through 30 are ready to go. They're going to watch this early as well. So if you want to check the classes out early, join there. Risk-free, no big deal at all. Today we have 8 picks. I don't waste too much time. Y'all, let's get into it. So first is CGEN. If you were on my channel in November, December, we abuse CGEN to no end. I like this play a lot. Even here, it's looking pretty good. You're going to get a theme of a lot of plays dipping to some good values. We're hoping to see a reversal soon. We may not in the macro markets, but again, these are low risk. We have support as this white line. Resistance is this orange line. Our trend line is golden. Our resistance trend line is orange, like the resistance and dotted. These 2 white lines here, these 2 bracketed ones that are dotted, is where 70% of the volume happens. And then the middle red line here is the POC, or the point of control. I don't have all the time in the world to talk about volume profile here, but watch this video up here, right there. Watch that, 15 minutes, learn all about it. It's a great indicator. You'll learn so much watching that. Check it out. You'll thank me later for sure. CGEN is a great downward channel here, right where you want it. So again, you don't like to have downward plays, but again, it's great consolidation. Sideways, dip, consolidation, dip, hopeful consolidation here. Really easy play. The volume profile line, trend line supports all here. If it breaks everything 3%, get out. But a full move could get you about 36% here and a full move up. So again, you have moves like this of 20%, moves like this of like 23%. It's not rare to have massive moves for CGEN. I want to get one of those moves for sure. I like it down here. Do your research, do your fundamentals. It has a good price target. It looks fine. It's just on sale right now. Let's check the indicators. What's really cool about this channel, besides me, nerd, is that I don't actually use indicators to scan. There's no VWAP, no RSI low, no golden crosses. It's all just a good looking chart. So these indicators are going to show you momentum, trend, volume, and volatility. Those 4 things, if this helps support my thesis to enter, great. If it says these are bad, I'm not going to be as likely to enter with opportunity cost, saying this versus that. There may be better options out there. So let's go through this together. If you're a newbie, you'll see what a master sees live. It's pretty cool. So with CGEN, the 10 EMA line is going to be your go signal if you want some form of confirmation. Plenty of massive moves when you get above it. Constantly you have gigantic moves. Over the 50 can be the same way, but down here, obvious value. RSI is at 33, fantastic value. Slightly overbought from today. It ran up, now it's starting to pull back. Again, not a horrible sign, but again, you want this oversold and low as well. We do have bulls low, bears high. Everything besides the stochastic looks beautiful. I like that a lot. Besides that, it's not too great, but again, a really easy play to find some value. CGEN, I'd watch listed. I like it down here. Let's see what it does tomorrow. Next is EQT, obvious support area. We can even go to the 10-year chart real quick and see that we are approaching in the area. See, we're right about where we are, maybe a little bit lower. If it does dip, I wouldn't be surprised it gets down to like 15, 20. but we're getting into this area that has historically been a support and a resistance. And not over here, obviously, but over here, support, support, resistance, 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 support, support. This spot is really, really important for the technicals of this chart, and we're getting down to that spot. Again, it may come down farther and hit 1580, come up and come down farther at 1520, but this area, I can use the square tool, this area in here is becoming the support area. So I want to see what we do here. This wedge is really beautiful. I mean, it's really good lower lows here, lower highs. You hate to see it. There's probably some good bullish plays, but there's not many with a sell-off today. So again, we're buying into value. I wait to maybe see some life, but we get down like $16 down here tomorrow on a nice red pullback, then take off around lunchtime. Could be beautiful. I like this play a lot for the value. Let's check out the indicators. Obviously, the 200 and the 50 will be resistances, but they're so far away right now, I'm not worried about them. The 10 as a crossover is a great go signal. As we can see, every time we cross over it, big move, big move, big move. Really good if you want to wait for that, no problem at all. RSI's under 30, I like that. Stochastic is dummy low, I like that. Also, you can see this is a perfect bottom, and then these are lower lows. So we have a nice bullish divergence here. That's good. Bulls are super low, bears are super high. I like that too. EQT, you got to do your fundamentals as well. You got to do your due diligence, but it looks really good here. A great, great value. Hopefully tomorrow's red again. Give us a better value. We'll wait for the macro market to show life, and then we'll enter these trades as we see fit. AQT, I like that one a lot for sure. Next is HBM, earnings overreaction, earnings overreaction, earnings overreaction. It does this. So again, I'm not overly worried here. Again, on the 10-year chart, this is a very important spot. So resistance, support, resistance, resistance. With the support right there. We can see clearly a bunch of times this level has been super, super important right where we're at. So again, it may get a bit lower with earnings. Maybe it gets down to like, 540, 550. But we're entering that spot, what's going to be super important. The POC is the average volume area. So again, usually we're aiming towards about 14% higher. It's gravitational. Hopefully it pulls us back up. Again, you're risking 3 or 4% to make probably 15 or 20. Easy play, easy support play. Don't rush in on a falling knife here, right? Don't be rushing in. Usually you get some sign of life before you take off. So you're not rushing in here. But this dips lower, could just be a fantastic deal. I do like that a lot for support play. Let's check out the indicators real quick. So we can see that the 10 go signal makes sense here. Cross over the 10. You have big old moves. 15-200 will be resistances, is obvious. Again, RSI is low. Stochastic's low. Bulls low. Bears high. It all checks out. HBM for a nice support play makes a lot of sense. I don't catch falling knives, though. I've worked in kitchens. You drop a knife, let that bad boy hit the floor. I'm not going to be catching that as a falling knife, but if it shows some support the next 2 or 3 days and makes a little pocket, like it makes that kind of catcher's mitt you want to see, the falls right in the little mid here, you catch it and kind of shows some life. HBM could be fantastic. I put in a watch list for sure. Next is HEAR here. We have a great falling wedge forming. We played on the uptrend. I mean, you may remember HEAR. We played it a bunch of times on the uptrend. Now we're coming back down. Well, this support area is beautiful. This volume profile line is beautiful. I think this is too high. I'm not buying it up here. Under 25, yeah. Give me HEAR on 25 or 24 bucks. That's going to be the convergence buying. We may have missed it. If it takes off tomorrow, there may be momentum play we'll check into with the EMA lines. But again, you want this lower for value. You want a small pullback. Maybe with earnings, it kind of comes down like it does always. Overreaction, overreaction, takes off, takes off. We want to catch that takeoff. Let's check out the indicators to see if there's an EMA line play. There may be. So you can go over the 10. So once you cross the 10, you can play. But again, it's 529. You would need your stop loss to be really close though. I mean, you want to give up 2%. Yeah, you got about 6% to run, risking 3. Yeah, you could probably make that work, but I'd run a buy into value. So I hope this pulls back a little bit farther. Let it hit the 10 EMA line and die. Maybe if it consolidates sideways, you should be okay to buy in for momentum. But again, I think value is going to be the play here. RSI, it's low. Stochastic is low, showing a little bit of life, which is fine. But if that blue crosses back beneath the red, we're going to buy off of value. Bulls low, bears high. It all checks out. Here, Turtle Beach, the company that makes those Xbox headsets and stuff, solid company. They sell a bunch of product, really good outlook. Technology is good. I like it a lot. Give it a watch list. Hopefully we can see some moves after earnings. It's been a huge overreaction. Hopefully soon it's going to show us some life. I like it a lot. Next is HLT. We've played HLT and HLIT. We played HLIT and HLIT together in tandem quite often. And it's a beautiful support play. Easy consolidation. You can see where you want to buy into. Yeah, about 117, 118 is going to be your go signal. Even then, on the 10-year chart, which I do check, you got a beautiful uptrend. You can come here and see that it's definitely been cruising higher, but I want to go up this gap here possibly. But again, we've had uptrend of higher lows consistently for months now. It looks really good. If you're curious how I change time charts so fast, it's Control T, control time. So you hit Control T, it'll change the time chart for you. Nice hint for you. So this is a really beautiful looking support play. Trends coming into play here. Again, you're risking maybe at worst 3%. You're going to hit the POC at almost a 2-to-1 play off that alone. A full move is an easy 3-to-1, 4-to-1. HLT makes a whole bunch of sense right here. Let's check out these indicators. So we were riding the 200 before, now we're below it. We have pure value. It shows value, and again, crossing over the 10 is a great go signal. I didn't look for wedge plays or falling plays at all, but the markets have been trash the last week or so, selling off a bunch. So a lot of these plays look the same on purpose. There's a reason a lot of these plays have similar setups. I mean, it's not accident the macro markets are down and a lot of plays are below their EMA lines. It is what it is. So we have great RSI, very low. Stochastic is low. You got, no real divergence, no bearish or bullish, but it's a good value. Bulls low and bearish high, I like that too. HLT has been good to us before. I think a bit lower, about that 118. That's a good go signal for sure off a value play. HLT, like it a lot. Watch list it. Let's see what it does this week. Next is MOGO. This is one that we played before. I remember I played it all these support plays. We called it like 4 times in the Discord saying this is a good play, good play. We called it over here and then we're like, oh, we're up, and then shit the bed. So we want to get in towards about $5, but the problem is we want the support to hold. The support is from previous resistances over here. It could possibly dip down to 496 if these wicks do want to act as a support, but this area has been a support. We lose this, all you got's that trend down. It's not the greatest trend down ever. It could be better, but it's not horrible at all. But I think if it shows life here, that's what you want to see. Again, you want to really go for it, risking 10%. I wouldn't risk that much. I'd risk the support play, sell out, buy back in, and play the trend line here. But you risk 3%. Full move is 30. Easy play if it does make a full move. I like that a lot. Let's check out the indicators. So the 200s being a resistance, as all these plays are, it is how it is. It is how it goes. But crossing over the 10 could be a good go signal, especially the 50. You cross that 50, what happens? Crosses the 50, big move. Crosses the 50, big move. Big move, big move. Every time you get over the 50, it's the big move. It's far away, so I'm not planning that happening anytime soon. But as this play goes on and you watch list it, hopefully MOGO does have some life. You cross that, you can play off that very well for a golden cross kind of play. RSI is low, great. Stochastic's low, great, showing some life. That's good to make the support hold. And we have bulls low, bears high, fantastic. It checks every box, minus email lines being resistances, but hey, in this market, it is what it is. MOGO, great play, great volatility, has everything you want to see for a good day trading opportunity, but a great swing one as well. I'd watch that one for sure. Next, to my favorite for the technical setup is PRGS. I think this is a beautiful ascending triangle. I think if you were to take this resistance and put it like up here, you can see a great triangle forming, right? It's definitely making some kind of triangle here. It's really consolidating sideways, but as for now, we have a nice horizontal triangle forming. POCs act as supports and resistances. The supports here, if this holds like this, easy 5% move, breakout, you can hold for the next few months and have a good time. Worst case, tomorrow it's red. See, it's a falling knife. It's dropped almost 4% in a few days. We're not rushing. If tomorrow's red and breaks down, good, we're going to take our support, which is fine. Move down the POC, the EvanMPressman line. If that breaks, great. We're going to look to buy it towards 42. You got plenty of supports here. Buy here, buy here, buy 42. Every time it goes lower, it's a better deal for you. 42 and up is going to be an 8-to-1 ratio. Looks pretty good to me. So PRGS, let it dip to where you want it. It shows life in 2 or 3 days, so you got some time to let this bad boy marinate in this area. If it shows some life tomorrow and goes sideways, it could be a good signal they're building a support here. Let's check out the indicators. So the 200, every time you break it, you get value. Broken value, 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 value. And every time it comes back, so it's a great sign. Again, a 10 EMA line crossover is fine here too. RSI, it's low. Stochastic low. Bulls low. Bears high. It checks every box. Looks good to me. PRGS, I like the setup a lot. I love how it's a ascending triangle. That's a rarity in this market. I like it a lot. Watch list it. Let's see what it does this week. I do think it's a great play though. Last and not least is ZTO. ZTO does have a pretty good chance here of forming some kind of wedge down or maybe even like a channel down. as to where this has more to pull back, right? This may pull back to 25, 24. I'm not saying it's not going to or that it's going to take off right here, but this support is absolutely legendary for ZTO. It's been here since for what, a year or two now. It hits this and now it's been adding the support. This whole area is very, very strong. If this gives out, we're just going to get out. There's very little risk here if it does break down, because it breaks this area down like 25, 40, you're just going to get out. Even up here, 3% risk, easy 6% move, 2 to 1 on the POC here is not terrible, but if it does pull back to like 25, 60, 25, 50, that's a great spot, because again, you're probably risking a percent or two if it doesn't hold, sure. But if it makes a breakout, you're going to be playing a good 10 to 1, 11 to 1 kind of odds here. I mean, you buy in 25, 60, it dips down a percent, get out. A full move to this resistance right about this area would be 14 to 1. Not bad at all. Let's check out the indicators. So once again, the 50 is going to be resistance and be a real dumb idiot. While the 10 crossover works, you can see we're holding right next to it. We cross over and go green over this 10. Play that. Stop loss 26.25. Let that bad boy run. RSI, it's low. Stochastic could be lower, but again, it's no bearish divergence. It all checks out. Everything looks fine. It's just showing some life here. If it shows life, retest the 10 that takes off. That'll be what happens. Bulls low, bears high, but again, it's showing some life. That's pretty good for a confirmation play. ZTO, buy at value a little bit lower, or let it cross tomorrow and show some life. Play off that retest of the 10 EMA line if you want to be patient, but it's a good looking stock to me. I would definitely watch list it. There we go, Mr. Hollywood Universe. So we have all 8 plays from all ready to go. I appreciate y'all's support. I appreciate the kind words. I appreciate all the things from today. If y'all need anything, please let me know. Check out the Discord in the description box down below. Go check out Transparent Traders Black Box. They make some great content, great morning scanners. I actually have work, so I can't actually do lives myself. But hey, if I was going to pick anybody right now to watch the morning, I'd go watch them for sure. Otherwise, have a good rest of your week. We'll see you guys tomorrow for another watch list. Thanks.